Why is it that they always have to play the race and sexism card? Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, the Marvels Director Nia DaCosta unsurprisingly plays racism and sexism card in promotion of The Marvels. It would not be a promotion for a Walt Disney film without someone playing a victim card, and DeCosta made sure The Marvels would not be an exception. Speaking with Vanity Fair, DeCosta said, "Sometimes a black woman, you realize that people think you take up more space than you actually do, or your voice sounds louder to people than it actually is, or your tone is more stern than it actually is." Well, that all depends on your tone of voice, the amount of volume that you project and whatnot. Nobody's saying you can't talk. Just try to be kind, you know? DeCosta added that some crew members on previous sets she worked on said things that are super inappropriate that you would just never say to anyone else because they were so specific to my gender, my race, my age. Playing victim. While she did not provide any examples or name any names, Vanity Fair's Rebecca Ford made it clear none of this happened on set of The Marvels. She had a very different experience on The Marvels, fortunately, and in part because she had the power to hire people she wanted for her team. Well, here's the thing. Unless you are going, or if you are going to make these accusations, you might actually want to provide the proof. I am so sick of this no proof needed accusations and everybody suddenly believing them. I will never believe anyone unless they have something to prove what they are saying. Because that is the harsh reality of life. You say something, you back it up, or you don't say it. Because I have seen people's lives get ruined because of false allegations of racism and other such things like sexual allegations where there was no proof of it happening, and also it just doesn't happen as the person says it does, but the damage was done simply because of the accusations. Me, myself, personally, has gone through that. My life got flipped upside down because of false accusations against me. And no proof was there. But it was simply an allegation that was enough to impact my life. DeCosta said, "I realized it was never going to be about how much power I amassed or how many great movies I made, if you've even made any. Great movies, that is. I am unfamiliar with her movies. I think she made the new Candyman movie. I heard that's good, but honestly, I'm not interested. I just haven't found much interest. I need to be in the right mood for certain movies. Or I won awards. It was always just going to be the people that I surrounded myself with." She added, "The thing that I've been most surprised by lately is how much respect I'm getting from these middle-aged white dudes that I work with. So you gotta be condescending and racist to the people who are treating you with respect? I mean, seriously, could you be any more of a cunt? Yes, I fucking said it." Not only did DeCosta play the racism and sexism card, but she also appeared to distance herself from the film by claiming it as actually Marvel Studios executive Kevin Feige's film. DeCosta discussed the advice she received from Black Panther director Ryan Coogler about just being herself when she was initially tapped to direct the film. She recalled, "You can't do anything but be yourself, so bring that to the table. They can choose to take some and leave some, but that's what your job is." Clearly, the implication here is that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige have overriding story authority, especially when it comes to creating a final cut for the movie. Well, they should. They're the ones having it made and they want to ensure that the product does well and draws people in. In fact, later in the expose, Vanity Fair's Ford noted the film's production proved to be the most challenging, given the film needed to connect with the Ms. Marvel/Disney Plus series as well as lead into the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I heard that a lot of people didn't really give two shits about that Ms. Marvel show. And yes, they played the racism and victim card when that happened. When it just turned out it wasn't that good of a show, according to people I know. To this end, DeCosta admitted, it is a Kevin Feige production. It's his movie. She elaborated, so I think you live in that reality, but I tried to go in with the knowledge that some of you is going to take a back seat. What do you make of DeCosta playing the racism and sexism card? What about her claim that the film is really Kevin Feige's movie as opposed to hers? Well, the thing is, you're there to direct the movie. You're not honestly, it isn't your movie. It's the writers and producers' movie, really. If you have a vision, sure, you can make sure that your directorial vision is there. But honestly, directors are less important, even though they are given the spotlight of the head of the movie. But her using her race and her gender as some sort of crutch, and then when people don't think she needs to use a crutch, she's like, oh, you're just racist and sexist. Watch my movie, bigot. Or you're just the hateful bigot. This is the kind of stuff that pushes me away from movies. I don't want to support people who are so shallow that they can't see anything beyond their sex and their race. Because that is some of the most shallow things I have ever seen. So yeah, I'm not going to watch The Marvels in theaters. Because I don't want to, she always has to point out people's race as if it is some sort of important factor of a person's life. And before anybody comes at me, oh, you better believe you know enough about me before you start pulling the whole race thing. Because, yeah, I may not see my race as important or all that big of a deal, but of course people are going to say, well, that's what white people would say. But you better know more about me before you make that statement. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of Nia DaCosta's victim card playing? Do you agree with it? Or do you think that maybe she needs a reality check? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. Stay tuned for later today. I will be on Jade Shadow's channel. For the 1s and 2s, we're going to be talking Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. So yeah, have fun. Tune in for that one. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Y'all know the drill. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.